Breaking on 4 News now at 5, a mother from Airway Heights and a Fairchild airman are now facing child abuse charges, where a school counselor says the boy was found looking for food.
Enjoy the beautiful weather while you still can. I'm tracking rain on the way. I'll help you plan your weekend around the wet weather in the First Alert forecast.
And President Biden is set to deliver the State of the Union address in an hour. We'll have a preview of his speech along with the emergency mission in Gaza he's expected to announce coming up. You're watching 4 News Now at 5. Breaking news out of Airway Heights tonight. A mother and her boyfriend have been arrested on several child abuse charges against a 7-year-old boy. Thanks for joining us. I'm Derek Dice. This investigation began in January when a Sunset Elementary School counselor noticed bruises on the child's face and saw him taking milk and food out of a garbage can at school. Jordan Smith is in studio tonight with the very latest in this troubling case.
Yeah, this investigation began when students returned from winter break. School officials noticed a 7-year-old boy appeared to have lost a significant amount of weight, and there was also noticeable bruising along his jawline and neck. Now, the child was taken to Sacred Heart, where it was confirmed that he had lost 12 pounds since July of 2023. Medical staff concerned the bruising on his neck was caused by strangulation. Court documents revealed that the child met with a caseworker at Partners with Families and Children. He told them his mom's boyfriend would put his hand around his throat and lift him to where his feet were off the floor. He also said he was forced to sleep naked in a bathtub for several nights. His mother and her boyfriend, an airman at Fairchild Air Force Base, have been arrested and charged with several counts of child assault, along with other charges. They made their first appearances in court today, and 4 News Now is not naming the suspects because doing so could identify a victim of child abuse. In an interview with caseworkers, the two admitted to hitting the child with a big metal spoon, a paddle, and a belt. His mother saying at one point she knew that her son hadn't eaten at home in 2 weeks. Documents say they wouldn't feed him unless he asked for permission first to eat. The boyfriend admitted to strangling the child on at least 2 separate occasions. We asked an advocate at Partners with Families and Children how frequent child abuse is here in our area.
Specific to our program, we saw over 600 children last year when there were concerns of abuse and neglect. I know those numbers probably look different depending on law enforcement or CPS numbers, but it's very high.
And a doctor at the hospital said this boy was days away from dying. It's just an awful story out of Airway Heights. We'll keep you updated as this case progresses. Derek?
All right, Jordan, thank you. Well, here's a live look at the Capitol building, where in about an hour, President Joe Biden will give his State of the Union address. During tonight's speech, he'll try to convince voters that he deserves another 4 years in office.
Must be clear. Democracy is on the ballot.
Wait.
Your freedom is on the ballot.
The president will push his plans to change the tax system, repeating his call for higher taxes on corporations and billionaires. Biden is also expected to order the U.S. military to open a temporary port in Gaza with the goal of delivering more humanitarian aid to thousands of innocent civilians. Now, recently, the U.S. government is partnering with the Jordanian military to airdrop supplies into the area, but experts say this method is both expensive and not effective.
Airdrops are a last resort. They are, it's an option, but it cannot compete or replace truck convoys when it comes to the volume of food delivered.
U.S. officials say the Biden administration is not planning for this to be an operation that would require U.S. troops on the ground. We want to remind you, you can watch the State of the Union address right here on 4 News Now, starting at 6 o'clock. In your First Alert forecast, some rain wants to ruin your weekend, but Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker is here to help you plan around it.
Well, and my first advice for planning around it would be to jumpstart your weekend on Friday if you can. I guess that's not possible, but there'll be some dry time this weekend as well. Right now, we have a beautiful evening in progress. Here's the view from our sky cam here at 4 News Now at a stunning sunset after a pretty day. 4 things to know about your weather. We have one more dry day. The clouds will increase late on Friday, and that is going to bring in some wet weather for the weekend. Snow in the mountains, mostly rain around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene with a mix of rain and snow in the northern valleys. One less hour of the weekend. We're springing forward early Sunday morning. Here is a look at our forecast radar through the day on Friday, and sunshine will be filtered through high, thin clouds. We're not going to see overcast conditions until we get into Saturday and our system starts moving in. Here's 11 a.m. on Saturday with that rain starting to move into the Spokane area. So the first part of the day on Saturday looks like it might be dry. If you're Friday planner, we're warming up. A high temperature of 47 degrees, 46 is our average high. We're still going to see a fair amount of sunshine to start the day, and then those clouds will start increasing, but the precipitation holding off until we get into Saturday afternoon. Of the second half of your weekend forecast, and tell you about some even warmer weather in the 7-day outlook in just a few minutes, Derek.
All right, Chris, thanks so much. Spokane Public Schools now explicitly bans immigration agents from entering school campuses. This comes after members unanimously voted in last night's school board meeting to pass revisions to its policy regarding district relationships with law enforcement and other government agencies. Marissa Rio spoke to an organization that advocated for these revisions and has our story.
I'm at Latinos in Spokane right now, which is a local nonprofit that supports and empowers Latinos and immigrants within our county. Its members were the forefront of this initiative. Its executive director says these policy revisions were important to pass so that all students feel safe at school.
The policy already stated that immigration agents do not overlap with the work duties of the district. It also now reads in part, therefore, staff shall not grant access on school campuses or provide information to immigration agents. Members with Latinos in Spokane showed up to last night's meeting in support of these revisions with signs like these. The executive director says they have been working with Spokane Public Schools since 2018 after a Border Patrol agent helped out in a classroom at Holmes Elementary. It happened again last year at the Libby Center.
We don't want them to be nervous at schools. We want, like everybody else, to have that ability to be able to learn, grow, feel safe, play, do everything else, but feel anxious or worried that their immigration status or their parents' immigration status could impact them at schools.
Latinos in Spokane is happy with these revisions, but wants to continue conversations with the district regarding cultural awareness.
We're all learning about different cultures, experiences, and people, so we want to be able to provide that support within the immigrant context and the immigrant experience.
Reporting in Spokane, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
Well, also breaking tonight, a man was found dead at the top of Lookout Pass Ski Resort today, according to the Shoshone County Sheriff's Office. No word yet on the cause of death or the name of the victim. This is a developing story, and we'll update you as we learn more. With just 10 days left until Selection Sunday, the college basketball season is winding into the home stretch, and the Washington State Cougars can make a bit of history tonight in their regular season finale. Alex Crescenti is live inside Beasley Coliseum one last time this season ahead of the Cougs home finale with the Huskies. So, Alex, what's on the line tonight?
Yeah, Derek, there's a lot on the line tonight and nothing on the line tonight. For the 18th ranked Washington State Cougars, they know they're going to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2018, but they have to keep winning if they want to improve their chances at winning the Pac-12 regular season championship and also landing in Spokane for the first and second rounds of the NCAA tournament. Now, for the Washington Huskies, they're going to have to win the Pac-12 tournament if they even want a shot at making the NCAA tournament. But this is a rivalry game. Both teams want to win, plain and simple. Now, for the Cougars, they're coming off a big weekend, which saw them sweep the LA schools to improve to 23-7 on the season and capture their 14th win in conference play, which ties a program record. But in both games, the Cougars offense simply didn't show up in the first few minutes as they had to come back from double-digit deficits. We spoke to head coach Kyle Smith earlier this week, and that's one area he wants to see change tonight.
I think it's just new circumstance. I think it's, we've been the hunters, the underdogs forever, a little bit, and we're getting some really good punches thrown at us, and we haven't responded well. But we responded well, but we need to come out being more, just playing better. We've been struggling to score a little bit starting the game, so hopefully we'll do something that Thursday.
Now, the Cougars have dominated this rivalry, winning 7 of the last 9 games, all in the Kyle Smith era. and I know the capacity crowd would really like another win here tonight. But Derek, if I can just go on one more point here before we go this evening. I know a lot of people have been calling this the Apple Cup. This is not the Apple Cup. The Apple Cup is played annually on the football field. Soccer does not play the Apple Cup. Tennis does not play the Apple Cup. Baseball does not play the Apple Cup. This is simply Washington and Washington State coming up at the top of the hour. Derek, I'll send it back to you.
Wow, I was not expecting that rant from Alex. All right, still ahead, the Post Falls Library is on the hook for an estimated $1 million in damages left behind from January's cold snap, what it's doing to help raise money. And the Spokane Valley City Council is preparing to spend $630,000 on affordable housing, where these homes could be built. Next on 4 News Now at 5.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
Save your greed!
Welcome to Move Fitness.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Sign up now with no enrollment fee.
Let's go!
Not attorney spokesperson. This is a paid advertisement for legal services sponsored by Nightline Legal. Cases assigned on a random basis to participating law firms. If you or a loved one were stationed at Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune between 1953 and 1987 and were later diagnosed with cancer, Parkinson's disease, or other serious health effects, call right now.
Call 1-800-435-6817.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. The winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you wanna do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Go to Lake Casino. At the Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. The winning is just the beginning.
Upgrade your kitchen with Frigidaire Professional, offering powerful performance and professional-grade design. The front control gas range provides the ultimate flexibility for making your favorite meals. Sear and saute with precision, and flip pancakes on the griddle for golden results. And thanks to our smudge-proof stainless steel, spend less time cleaning while keeping your kitchen looking spotless.
You won't find Frigidaire Pro at the box stores, but it's on sale at Fred's. Fred's Appliance. We want to be your choice.
The Tire Store for auto repairs, tires, and wheels. At the Tire Store, they'll let you split up your repair bill over a couple months. Get your car fixed today. ASE certified, and you can start an account with no credit check.
Tire Store.
4 News Now is brought to you by Kerner Furniture.
Welcome back. Building multifamily housing units is now a consideration in Spokane Valley. The city wants to buy a $630,000 piece of property behind the Lowe's on Sprague as part of an effort to provide more diverse housing options for all income levels. Peter Choi explains why local affordable housing providers welcome this proposal.
On South Carnahan Road between 2nd and 3rd Avenue in Spokane Valley, 1.3 acres of empty property is waiting for greater use. The City Council approved the purchase last month because of the need for affordable housing units. Now the goal is to provide a faster process for future developers.
Cost of land tends to impact that for developers. That's the main issue that prohibits being able to build low-income housing.
Chauncey Jones with local housing organization Take Up the Cause agrees.
And if you take that land cost out and offer an affordable housing developer the opportunity to build something and take that cost out, that's how we get more units.
The fund comes from a portion of the remaining $2 million designated for affordable housing. The city is working to relocate 2 tenants who currently live on the property. Once that's done, the purchase is expected to close in 2 weeks. Now the next step is the City of Spokane Valley will issue a request for proposals for the development of affordable housing here by this summer. In Spokane Valley tonight, Peter Choi, 4 News Now.
It's been a solid week of below average temperatures in Spokane. You might not have noticed with all the sunshine today, though. 41 our high, 46 is our average time. We started the day off at a cool 22 degrees. Sunset coming up at 5:45. I'll be back to tell you about warmer but wetter weather on the way in the 7-day forecast.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
We're fired up about our latest addition to Holiday Electrical Services. Electric fireplaces. A sleek modern design or a little classic charm, we have the fireplace to match your style and space. And the best part, no chimney needed. Call and schedule today. Holiday heating, cooling, and electric.
Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
Voted Best Singer, Best Show, Best Headliner.
And they called it Puppy Love.
Donny Osmond. August 11th, BECU Live at Northern Quest. Donny Osmond.
Never too late.
On sale Friday, March 8th, 10 a.m. at northernquest.com. Produced by Live Nation. The Who Did I Marry lady comes to Inside Edition. 400 million views on social media. Her former marriage to a guy she calls a pathological liar. Next, Inside Edition.
Tonight at a special time.
I'm Mark Peterson. The Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
Spokane's hottest music.
Break me so done with you, girl. I've been popping, man, I feel just like a rock star.
Hot 96.9.
We're fired up about our latest addition to Holiday Electrical Services. Electric fireplaces. A sleek modern design or a little classic charm, we have the fireplace to match your style and space. And the best part, no chimney needed. Call and schedule today. Holiday heating, cooling, and electric.
4 News Now is brought to you by Super One Foods.
Well, the Inland Northwest Motorcycle Show is back starting tomorrow with hundreds of bikes, a swap meet, poker, and stunt shows throughout the weekend. The show starts tomorrow at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center, and it runs through Sunday. Kids 12 and under get in free. For more information, you can head to our website, KXLY.com. I'm not in the market for a motorcycle, but they've got poker and stunt shows.
Oh.
It sounds like a good time.
I don't know if you know this. In the warm months, I do ride my motorcycle to work. So
Okay.
I'll be pulling up
Very nice.
on my little, yes, it's not very impressive. And I'm about to get it out because this weather is so beautiful. But I think I'm going to wait one more week because of the changes coming. Let's take a look at how things are shaping up in Sandpoint this evening. What a beautiful view. I love this camera at US 2 and Boyer. Clear skies, and I'm sure it was an amazing day at Schweitzer. In fact, I know it was. I read the press release. Here's a look at our precipitation and how it's shaping up over the next 5 days. 0% on Friday, jumps to 50% Saturday. Sunday will be the wetter of the 2 weekend days. A little bit of a lull Monday, and then more rain on the way for Tuesday, and it will be rain. Our weather pattern, I'm starting off Friday morning at 9 a.m. We're still seeing high pressure in control, but we're going to see a change in our overall pattern for Friday. Instead of the northwesterly flow that's kept things cool, we're going to see more of a southwesterly flow developing as this cold front approaches, and that's going to send our temperatures up to average, which is in the mid to upper 40s now. By Saturday morning, this system will be approaching. Saturday morning would be a good time if you do want to get your motorcycle out and running. Then that front is going to bring the precipitation in the afternoon. We'll get a little bit of a break through Saturday night, and then the next system comes in Sunday, and that's going to bring even more wet weather. Mainly in the valleys around Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, points to the south. We'll just be seeing rain with a rain-sow mix in the northern valleys and snow in the mountains. Then there's another round of wet weather coming in for Monday into Tuesday. Here's our forecast rain over the next 5 days. Some pretty impressive numbers, particularly through North Idaho. Could see up to an inch of precipitation in Sandpoint. 3/4 of an inch will be common elsewhere. Your 7-day forecast, a lot of wet weather through Tuesday, but temperatures up around average, will be in the mid-40s. And then it tapers off as we get into Wednesday and Thursday, and that is the trend. Here's our 8 to 14-day forecast, March 15th through the 21st. Below average temperatures and above average precipitation. Obviously, we need that moisture. Don't want that to last too long, but if you are itching to get out in the garden or ride your motorcycle or engage in some sort of fun spring activity, it looks like the weather is going to really cooperate starting the middle of next week. Might even have our first 60-degree day, Derek.
Okay. Chris, thank you so much. Well, the Post Falls Library is hosting a book sale fundraiser following extensive damage from that burst pipe that shut the library down. It's taking place March 15th and 16th. All proceeds will support the library as it repairs. You can see all the damage done and what volunteers can do to help in our previous coverage on the library. You can find that on KXLY.com. Well, TikTok could soon no longer be available on the App Store. Coming up, Congress's plan to protect your data from foreign governments.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Law Tigers present the 19th Annual Spokane Motorcycle Show, March 8th through 10th at the Spokane Fairgrounds. Seattle Cossack Stunt Show, Swap Meet, Budweiser Biker Bar, Law Tigers Great Gas Giveaways, and more. The Spokane Motorcycle Show, March 8th through 10th at the Spokane Fairgrounds.
Join us in celebrating Women in Construction Week, March 3rd through 9th. WIC Week celebrates and honors the women who have made significant contributions to the construction industry while inspiring others to join this fulfilling journey, like these remarkable ladies.
We stand strong, breaking barriers and building dreams.
Together, we shape the future of construction.
Our passions build the structures that last a lifetime.
We are Women in Construction.
WIC Week is sponsored locally by these fine companies.
We're going to level with you. We had a bit of an incident here at the store, and now we're in the process of some repairs.
And while we rebuild, we thought we'd have a construction sale, and I think we're nailing it.
We've lowered prices on all our inventory, including our best sellers in dining room, living room, and bedroom.
Looking for a new recliner or sectional? You know we always guarantee the lowest Lazy Boy prices.
We aren't screwing around with this sale, and you don't want to miss it.
Kerner Furniture's construction sale is going on now.
Kerner Furniture, nice store, low prices.
Hayden Canyon Charter achieves academic excellence and inspires passion for exploring the world in a real and authentic way. Projects and expeditions are designed to have a positive and tangible impact on the student, school community, and community at large. Hayden Canyon Charter utilizes a hands-on, project-based learning model that allows students to gain problem-solving skills through real-life experiences and community service opportunities. Call or visit HaydenCanyonCharter.org to apply today. Priority lottery deadline is March 8th.
Stay ahead of your child's moderate to severe eczema, and they can show off clearer skin and less itch with Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists that helps heal your child's skin from within. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your child's eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Law Tigers present the 19th Annual Spokane Motorcycle Show, March 8th through 10th at the Spokane Fairgrounds. Seattle Cossack Stunt Show, Swap Meet, Budweiser Biker Bar, Law Tigers Great Gas Giveaways, and more. The Spokane Motorcycle Show, March 8th through 10th at the Spokane Fairgrounds.
4 News Now is brought to you by Perfection Tire.
People in Spokane doing street outreach to help those addicted to opioids are worried about the city's drug crisis and say it's only getting worse. It's why they want to see a state of emergency declared, similar to what Portland has done with its fentanyl crisis. Bronte Saratsky has been following this story all week long and shares their fears and frustrations over lacking resources.
The group calling on the city of Spokane to declare a state of emergency over our fentanyl overdoses says we don't have any time left to waste.
Losing people on the day-to-day, the uptick is huge.
It's no secret that Spokane is seeing more people overdose on fentanyl and other synthetic drugs than before.
Just witnessing overdoses and death.
This, mixed with Portland declaring a state of emergency over its fentanyl crisis, signaled it was time to take action. Amy, along with other service providers, put together the letter asking the city and state for an emergency drug crisis declaration. We still don't have an official answer from the mayor's office about the city's plans. In the meantime, a new detox center located inside the former Daybreak Youth Building could expand the number of people getting addiction treatment.
The more that we can do, the better.
People need to get sober before they can enter withdrawal treatment. The center bridges that gap.
More people that have been looking for help, that have been really desperate to actually get help.
Coming up on Nightside, how this new detox facility could play a crucial step to navigate rising overdoses. Reporting in Spokane, Bronte Saratsky, 4 News Now.
Well, a bill that would ban TikTok in the U.S. is now heading to the full House for consideration. The bill unanimously made it out of committee earlier today on a 50-0 vote. For years, lawmakers have expressed concerns about the app due to its parent company ByteDance's connection to China. They believe the company should share its users' data with the Chinese, or they believe the company could share its users' data with the Chinese government.
The Chinese Communist Party pose the greatest national security threat to the United States of our time. With applications like TikTok, these countries are able to target, surveil, and manipulate Americans.
If signed into law, ByteDance would have 165 days to sell the app. If ByteDance refuses to sell, it would then be illegal for TikTok to be available for download in app stores. The House Majority Leader plans on bringing the bill to the floor sometime next week. TikTok has repeatedly denied allowing China's government to access user data. Around the Northwest now, the National Transportation Safety Board is once again investigating Boeing for issues with its 737 MAX planes. This time, the department is looking into reports of issues with the plane rudder. That's the part that allows the plane to turn left or right. Last month, a United Airlines pilot experienced a stuck rudder during a landing rollout at Newark Airport. No one on board that plane was injured. The malfunction happened again during a test flight 3 days later. Around the world, NATO has a new member. Sweden has officially joined the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, putting an end to the country's long-held policy of neutrality. The last country to join was Finland last year. Both countries joined in response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
Tonight, the president in front of Congress and the American people, the State of the Union, the economy, immigration, women's rights, Israel, Ukraine. Americans turn to ABC for the primetime address and World News Tonight with David Muir, the most watched newscast on television.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Does anybody want my tomato? I don't know how anybody can eat those things.
You do know ketchup is made from tomatoes, right?
We're fired up about our latest addition to Holiday Electrical Services. Electric fireplaces. A sleek modern design or a little classic charm, we have the fireplace to match your style and space. And the best part, no chimney needed. Call and schedule today. Holiday heating, cooling, and electric.
Grow your love for the outdoors at the 62nd Annual Bighorn Show, March 14th to 17th at the Spokane County Fairgrounds, presented by Lithia Motors. There's something for everyone in the family at the Bighorn Show. Visit and shop hundreds of vendors and exhibitors. Check out the Trophy Territory Annual Exhibition. Go fishing with the kids at Les Schwab Fishing World. Enjoy live music. You will find it all at this year's Bighorn Show. This event is produced by Inland Northwest Wildlife Council. Big thanks to Brett's RV and Marine, Les Schwab, and many more. Get your tickets and more details at bighornshow.com.
Take advantage of the tax credits you can, including the annual Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. You can get money back on state taxes already paid. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Next, E.T.
I'm hanging with Garth Brooks at his new honky tonk in Nashville.
Hey, E.T. Come on in.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, we're with the Girl Power Pack at the Billboard Women in Music Awards. Next, E.T.
Tonight at a special time.
How do you keep performing at a high level when you're a man over 40? By taking Manpower. Manpower helps your body produce and conserve its own natural testosterone for a healthy sex life and positive mental attitude. Experience a vibrant, active life again with the energy and drive of a younger you. Manpower is the all-time top-selling product at Mother's Cupboard because it really works.
Mother's Cupboard, things that make you feel good.
We're fired up about our latest addition to Holiday Electrical Services. Electric fireplaces. A sleek modern design or a little classic charm, we have the fireplace to match your style and space. And the best part, no chimney needed. Call and schedule today. Holiday Heating, Cooling, and Electric.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
Your planning forecast Friday. Beautiful day with a high of 47, the warmest weather so far this month. Then the wet weather comes in on Saturday and Sunday. We'll get some breaks, especially Saturday morning. We do spring forward Saturday night or early Sunday morning. Daylight saving time begins. Our precipitation starts tapering off Tuesday late in the day, and it looks like we've got some pretty spring weather ahead going into the following weekend. We can wait.
Okay.
Derek?
Yeah, we'll keep our fingers crossed for that. President Biden's final State of the Union address of his first term kicks off in about a half hour from now. He'll be taking on issues on top of voters' minds like Israel and Gaza. You can watch the State of the Union address right here on 4 News Now, on KXLY Plus, or streaming on KXLY.com. And of course, we'll be back with your local news and your forecast on Nightside at 11. We don't have the 6 o'clock newscast because of the State of the Union, but keep up to date with all the news on 4 News Now, the KXY Plus app, and KXY.com. World News with David Muir is coming up right after this.